Hi everyone, I'm super happy to be here and introduce you all to Swimm AI 1.0. I'm going to show you 3 things you can do right now with Swimm AI. First, let Swimm help you overcome writer's block by providing in-time suggestions that are based on the context you provide the editor. Second, Swimm will help you generate documents right from pull requests. So you select a PR and in one click you generate a full document. And third, Swimm AI helps you find documentation right when you need it most, next to the relevant code in the IDE. So, without further ado, let's see how it works. So say I want to write a document about our integration with Stripe. And I'm not really sure what I want to write, but let's give it a title first, so how we integrate with Stripe. Now, if I weren't using Swimm AI, this would probably be where I hit writer's block, but let's see if Swimm can help me here. So by getting here, I already get some AI suggestions for sections of my document. Maybe I want to explain about our REPL module for Stripe integration, maybe how we set up a Stripe account. So look at the wrapper. It seems to explain in our code base, we use wrapper modules to encapsulate the functionality and access to the Stripe integration. Cool. And then we have an ask to add a code snippet. So if I add this part to the document and I click here, I can actually add code from our code base that shows the integration with Stripe. For example, I'll choose this function. All right. Now that I've added this function, I can use generative AI to create an explanation for it. But more than that, now it's an additional context that we have for the document. So the next suggestions would be affected by it. So for example, if I go here now, and I ask Swimm AI to provide additional suggestions, then this one, how to get a Stripe product ID. And you can see that it actually includes tokens from my code base and other references to specific paths as it learned them from the context that I provided. So in general, this is an interactive way that allows me to create documents. Now, if I'm not happy with parts of the generated text, I can obviously rewrite it. I can also use AI to ask Swimm to make it better, make it shorter, make it longer. So another thing you can do with Swimm UI is actually turn pull requests right into documents. So how does this work? Let's take a look. Here I have a pull request that Ido introduced to our code base, implementing the NPS survey. That is that thing you're used to seeing in different products where we ask you, well, how likely are you to recommend this product to another person, say by a rank of 0 to 10. So in this PR, this feature was added, and you can see it touched 8 different files, not very descriptive description here. And we can copy the pull request number. And here we'll select from pull request, create. So Swimm suggests that I look at one of these pull requests. I can also type my PR number that I copied before on GitHub. I'm going to create with AI. And now Swimm uses the context of this pull request and other data we may have and create a document for you. And you will see that this description actually includes live elements from the code. So it could be snippets, it could be tokens that you can later make sure are always up to date using Swimm's autosync feature. Everything I showed you so far is also available on our IDE integrations, specifically VS Code and JetBrains. Now we want to show you how you can use Swimm AI to make sure developers find the documents they need right when they need it within their IDE. So for that, I'll show VS Code, but the same applies for JetBrains. We'll go to the Rules tab on Swimm, and I'll use Create a Rule using AI. I'll choose the document that I want to appear next to relevant code. So let's say Introduction to Stripe. And I'm going to generate use cases. This actually asks Swimm to analyze the document and come up with cases where developers might want to see this document. So for example, here we can have an integration overview or fetch and billing configuration. So specifically, when the user is trying to fetch billing configuration, will they be prompted to see this document? If we click here, we see that Swimm actually shows me also a specific regex that if a developer writes a code that matches this regex pattern, then Swimm would show the document right next to the code. I hope you've enjoyed this short introduction of Swimm AI 1.0. There is much more coming, so stay tuned for additional updates. We'll be very, very happy to get your feedback and thoughts, so be in touch, and I'll see you on the next update.